Hey, I'm here live with Kiran Merchant from Group ADP. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, what we're here to talk about today is what Group ADP is doing, what's new,
Yes.
and what you think airports should know about you.
Group ADP is one of the largest airport operators in the world. We operate somewhere close to 24, 26 airports. And this was kind of a great opportunity for me because um, there are a lot of consulting firms out there who have specialty um, kind of expertise in a capital improvement spectrum. Um, Being the airport operators, we have a DNA of an airport operator, and hence everything that we do is all related to how do you basically run an efficient operation and how do you basically have a feasible financial business plan. So we have various verticals. So Group ADP is our parent company. Um, Under Group ADP, everything that is done in Paris, all our airports that are operated in Paris, that operate under Group ADP. Group ADP, everything outside Paris is our subsidiary of Group ADP called ADP International. And ADP International has number of business verticals. So we have airport operations, airport management, airport finance. So basically we invest in airport infrastructure and privatization and P3. Um, my sister firm, ADP Engineering, is a full service A&E firm. So we have 500 planners, architects, and engineers spread all over the world. Merchant Aviation is kind of a Group ADP company responsible for all the consulting in North America, and we also work with our colleagues across the Atlantic for projects that they're working on, or we bring them over to the U.S. to kind of bring the perspective that they have.
So, tell me, what is it that you're talking to your clients about lately? What is new and interesting? What kind of trends are you seeing? What advice are you giving?
Before starting Merchant Aviation, I used to be the head of aviation planning for Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And I initiated this effort about Airport of the Future because this is something that was 12 years back was a buzzword. Everybody kind of were talking about it, but really no one knew what is Airport of the Future. I don't think that we even know it today. Everybody kind of talks about that future is there, but in order to kind of understand that, during my tenure at Port Authority, I had done some workshops with the industry experts from all over the world about where do we really need to go. What I'm thrilled the most about our collaboration with Group ADP is that in addition to being an airport operator and a full service consulting firm, we also run Innovation Hub. ADP Innovation Hub is an incubator. We actually invest in startups, technological innovation, innovative startups that basically are doing things in aviation field. So coming back to what we should be basically kind of looking at, and I wish that I had a crystal ball. The challenge that what I am facing, and I think that all of us are facing, is that what is the next generation's needs? The terminals and our airports being designed today are all looking and functioning the way they used to 30 years back. Mm-hmm. Actually, the facilities that we are building today, which are going to stand for next 40, 50 years, who are not for us, who are for our next generation. And what we feel is that there is very little to no innovation done on the airport development side. There's a lot that is happening. If you look at the history of aircraft, in last 50 years, they have moved that industry in leaps and bounds. Mm-hmm. The innovation that has taken place, the comfort level, the customization that is taking place up in the air is unprecedented. So why are we so behind on the ground? And that is basically, it starts with, I don't think that it is anybody's fault, but I think that it is something that we are, large capital improvement project basically have this risk associated with that, and nobody wants to take a risk and want to be a guinea pig and fail in doing
Sure.
something which is new, which is groundbreaking. And that's where I think that ADP comes in with with an innovative kind of offering, because, as I said, that we are not just airport planners or airport architects or airport operators, but we basically come in with a notion of, and this comes from our DNA, our culture in the company from the very top, is to look at things in a different way. And when there is a new idea, we can actually experiment and pilot it on one of our airports before we basically kind of do it for somebody else. And that is something that we have done tremendous amount of work in baggage system, that we're pushing the envelope. We're looking at technological innovations. One of our colleagues over here who's exhibiting, it's again another another subsidiary of Group ADP, Safety Line, kind of looking at airfield and how do you monitor and do the performance measurement of your airfield. So in every aspect of our day-to-day life, like, we are encouraged and pushed to really push the envelope, which is fantastic. And there are very few companies out there who are actually stepping in and actually kind of putting their money where their mouth are, and be able to kind of experiment with things that may or may not work. And we are not afraid of failure. We basically kind of experiment, and we are willing to take risk, and not with our clients' money, but with our own money.
It sounds like you're staying busy.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in with us today.
Thank you very much.